scratch themselves.
Okay, okay.
A lot of times with their mouth.
Okay.
And sometimes they play with their tail too.
Oh, okay. So it's fine. All right.
Yeah, if playing with the tail, if it's a game, that's fine. If you see it's fixation, you want to fix that.
Okay.
Because fixation, it's not good for them or for us. It's just not a good like mental state of mind, because they will keep doing it and then they will hurt themselves. Okay. So the first thing that you should be aware of, she needs to be socialized with dogs and with humans. And humans, girls, boys, adult males, adult females, inside the house, outside the house, in the park, as many places and different people you want. So she's not afraid of them, and she starts kind of learning human behavior, which is very unnatural for them.
Okay.
Like reaching out like this is very unnatural for dogs. They just get used to it. But a lot of dogs, like,
what do you mean by reaching?
when like a dog is like this, and they're usually below us.
Oh, God.
And people like, hi! And they just go on top of their head.
Right.
And that's very intimidating for them. They get used to it. So most dogs around here, they'll be fine. But a dog that you don't know, that is not used to humans, this is a very bad approach.
Okay.
It's much better when you do like this, so they can sniff you, they can see your hand, and they can know who you are by scent and by energy. You see? Make sense? Hey, you want to play? Come here. She could distract you with mommy. Awesome. So that's one thing. With dogs, I would recommend if you could do some There's two ways of socializing. Puppy playing, which means it's natural for them because they usually play with their litter mates, and then we remove them from that.
Right.
So that's something that it's important for them, because they learn social skills. They learn bite inhibition, because when they play, they hurt themselves, they and then they stop. If they never do that, they never get to have the control of the muscle. You see. And there's all sorts of benefits from them, like wrestling and playing around and being around the other litter mates. You see how I'm blocking now? I'm just I'm not gonna interact to her.
And you don't say like, Chloe, you don't yell like Chloe, no.
Right now, at the beginning, I like doing silence, because once you do silence and you master what you're doing, then you can put a sound. Every time you put a sound and you wanna teach them something out of that sound, you gotta make it happen. So if I say now, stop, and she's not stopping, or calm down, and she's still like biting my hands, that's what it means in her mind. So first you wanna be able to control whatever you wanna accomplish, and when you have full control of it, then you can put a sound. Make sense?
Yes.
And that's gonna apply too for dog training, for commands. If you say sit, make sure she's already sitting down. Or she is gonna sit down, because if not, sit is gonna mean nothing. You see what I mean? That's
socialization
with other puppies, so they can play and all that stuff. Now it's also important socialization with adult dogs, whether they're females or males, it doesn't matter. Make sure they're balanced. They're good, well-behaved dogs. Usually, 95% of the cases, a puppy is never gonna get hurt. Because that's just their nature. They're not gonna hurt like a little puppy. But an unbalanced or aggressive dog might hurt her, so be aware of that.
So do I take her to class? Like,
you can take her to there's like puppy plays and different. I do it sometimes with my dog walking company. We do puppy visits, and what I do, I bring other puppies to your place if you're okay with that, or bring her to another place where she can play with other puppies. Usually I might have like a couple of puppies, but I also bring adults, so she can socialize with other dogs that I know, that I trust, and it's gonna be like a good socialization for her. From adults, they're gonna get, as I told you before, they get the play with the litter mates, but they get the structure from the mother. And we also remove them from the mother. So they're gonna get all those social skills by interacting with other dogs.
Is it, or have they done studies, is it a frightening experience when a dog they're taken from their environment of other dogs and then put into
Yeah, it's a transition for them. That's why they get separation anxiety. That's why it's very unnatural for them to be alone.
Right.
So all that whining that you can hear, that's completely natural.
I know.
You just have to teach her
right.
that how to soothe herself and to be enjoy with herself, because that's gonna be reality for her. So the sooner you teach her that, the better.
Okay.
The sooner she's fine being alone, the better, because she's gonna be alone anyways.
Right.
So you might as well teach it breaking into little steps.
Right.
Than just like, oh, you're the whole weekend with her, and then Monday comes, you're 8 hours gone. You see what I mean? So if you kind of soothe that process when you're home and let her some time alone, even when you're home, or go downstairs and then come back, do little breaks for her, so she knows. So she knows first that she can be alone, and also that whenever you go, you come back in a pretty fast period of time instead of for 8 hours.
Right.
Because separation anxiety is just in their mind. When you leave, you're not coming back.
Right.
And you can come back every day. The moment you live in their mind, you're not coming back, and that's separation anxiety, because they live in the moment. They don't think logical like us.
Right.
It makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So we cover socialization with puppies, socialization with with humans. Then house training. That's scheduling, and that's 2 stages. The first stage is where they can't hold their bladder.
Right.
So they're just peeing kind of a lot of times during the day.
Yeah.
So you have only 3 options.
Okay.
Okay. One is she's either in the crate or in a confined area, which is either a crate or a pen. You can use the kitchen there if you want.
Yeah.
Put like a baby gate maybe.
Where do I get that?
Amazon. I don't know. I got it from Amazon, but I have 3. I have 2 babies and 2 dogs, so I have baby gates.
Because Monday I'm going to work. Sarah's going to be in school.
Mm-hmm.
So I need a gate by Monday.
Yeah.
And is it really bad? She's going to be alone all day?
No, I mean she'll get used to it. Try it now this weekend to. I'll give you some tips and some exercises to teach her to be alone.
Well, so far since we got her, when did we bring her home? Thursday. So.
The first night she slept on her own, right?
Yeah, she was fine.
That's good.
She cried for a minute.
And then she went straight to sleep.
Good.
But
the whole night.
Last night she was.
And then yesterday I left her for like 3 hours, and I put her
in the crate.
In the crate. She was fine when I got home.
Good. So you're ahead of the game there.
And then we went out for dinner last night. And we put her in the crate again, and we got home, it was like 11, and we took her out. So I didn't know if it was. She was fine. Did she pee then?
Mm-mm.
So maybe that's why. And then when we went to bed, we put her back in.
To go to the bathroom, but she didn't go.
And then we put her back in, and that's when she cried.
Yeah, when that happens, if you go outside, has she ever gone outside?
No.
Like pee or poop? No.
No.
So.
Because they told us not until she has her vaccinations.
Yeah.
What do you suggest?
Who told you that? The breeder or the vet?
The breeder.
Yeah, the breeder. Talk to the vet. And my recommendation, I'm not a vet, so I'm never going to go against what the vet says.
Yeah.
But I always recommend people telling the vet, look, I'm concerned with 2 things. I'm concerned with her socialization, which is very important, and they get that, they know that. So I want to know, ask them, I want to know if there's a way where she can meet maybe some dogs that are vaccinated. And some vets will say, yeah, if you know those dogs are vaccinated.
But I can get her vaccinated this week.
Yeah, but that's going to take some weeks.
It's
not all one shot.
See,
I
have
told you
idea.
already.
No, that's fine. Yeah, it'll take some period of time.
Yeah, because I'd rather train her to go outside than to go...
Oh, of course, yeah. But, I mean, you have also, if you want to use these, make sure she doesn't...
But I'm very nervous
about...
I'm very nervous.
She's just
I think they sell like a mesh that you could put around, so...
I'm very...
yeah, if you want to go that way or...
Does she get cold if we take her outside?
It depends on the pups, but usually these doodles, they are pretty resilient.
Yeah?
I have a little Havanese.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, and he can go like 30, below 30,
Oh.
and he's like chilling.
Oh, okay.
I went when he was like what?
So should I just take her outside for now?
For that I will wait for the vet. I don't want
Okay.
to say something
Right,
and then
okay.
she will get sick.
Right.
But
Okay.
ask them if there's like, sometimes I've heard some vets saying to some of my clients, yeah, I mean, certain space, like your backyard or maybe your
Right.
front yard. Or,
Her dad has a backyard.
So maybe
So-
there, or if you have a roof here, maybe
we
that's
do.
a good place.
Oh,
Ask,
yeah, on the
you
roof.
see, ask your vet about all these things.
Ah, okay.
But just don't try to scratch from your vet, because if not, they're just gonna play safe.
Right.
And it's just liability for
Right.
them, and just just
Oh,
don't,
she's
you know.
matted over here.
So do that,
Okay.
and also ask about if she can start socializing with certain dogs. Just
Okay.
try to get that information from whatever vet
Right.
you go.
Okay.
And I can send you a couple of vets that I trust around the area.
Oh, great. Okay.
So
Yeah.
that will work with that too. So that's so the house training we were
Yeah.
saying, she's either on the crate on a confinement area,
Right.
she's outside.
Right.
I would be the second, or supervised like now.
Okay.
Like you gotta interact with her, because
So if we're not interacting with her, say I'm in the middle of doing laundry and I don't want her jumping or
no
cooking.
free ride.
Or cooking. She has to be in that gated area.
Yeah, if you're not gonna take.
So like
yeah.
maybe we could even gate off over here.
Yeah, make sure it's
So,
puppy proofed,
Don't we
so
need?
she's not gonna chew
So
on
what does
furniture.
puppy proof
That she
mean?
doesn't chew on furniture and
She
cables.
started chewing on the wall.
Okay, that's not good. That wall?
Over there, right there.
Okay. So try to block her from.
I
doing
pretty
that.
much I tried to take everything off the floor.
Yeah, I can see that. You did a pretty good job.
But
But that's why you wanna.
like, is that dangerous? Like the points there? See, I know about kids.
No, I mean
don't know
no.
about
This is not
dogs.
dangerous for them. But
Right.
she might chew on this. It's not that it's dangerous. It's just
Right.
that you don't want her to chew on things that is not.
Okay, so she
appropriate.
has to have her area. So maybe I guess the kitchen would probably be.
But what about the weave pad is already in here?
Where should that?
You can
go?
change the. Is she going there? I don't.
No.
She only went once,
Yeah.
and I gave her a treat.
I wouldn't do that.
No?
What I would do,
Yeah.
the very first thing you want to do with house training is make sure she's no matter where she pees,
Yeah.
make sure she's comfortable peeing in front of you. So don't do anything, especially at the beginning.
She might
Why?
not, because every time she started peeing or pooping, I right away ran and picked her up and put her on there.
Yeah, so don't do that at the beginning. That's why you
Okay.
want a confinement area.
Okay.
So you don't need to worry if she's peeing or pooping at the beginning.
Okay.
She's just gonna have accidents.
Maybe I could go buy a gate today, somewhere.
I'm sure there's places you can buy gates around here. I don't know. I can ask my
Maybe in
wife
the
to.
pet store?
She knows. Pet stores should have them. Yeah, yeah. I can.
There's one I think on 7th Avenue
Oh, Unleashed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Petco.
and Petco. Okay.
Yeah, they might have it there.
Because that would be good to get it today.
Yeah. So the reason why I'm saying that
Yeah.
is because when you go outside, she's gonna be in front of you all the time.
Right.
So
So, you
if
wanted
she-
to, okay,
yeah,
got
if
it.
she-
You understand why?
Mm-hmm.
You want her to pee right away outside in front of you.
So
Be
don't
comfortable.
reward her for peeing on the wee pad or inside the house,
Ah.
but make sure she's comfortable peeing around you.
Okay. All right. So just.
Don't
okay.
reward her, because then she's gonna be confused. Because
Right.
eventually you're gonna reward her for going outside. And
Right.
if you reward her inside, there's no difference
Got
for
it.
her.
Okay.
Okay. Now, once she's completely comfortable and used to peeing or pooping in front of you,
Mhm.
and make sure that she doesn't do it around the house. That's why you want to keep her in a confined area, for two reasons: for the house training and for her not to chew on things.
Mhm.
And then you can buy, if you go to Petco, you can buy Kongs, you can buy toys for
What is
chewing, like Kongs, like the
Kong?
ones,
Oh,
like,
that's
and you
what
can
we
put
got,
stuff
okay.
that you stuff them
Yeah,
with food.
the lady in the pets and the
She's sleeping.
said to
Yeah.
put peanut butter in
Yeah,
here.
But won't it get? Oh, then you put it in her area.
yeah. So then she'll start learning to chew appropriate things instead of non-appropriate, because she doesn't know the house rules.
Right.
She doesn't know the difference from furniture from this.
Right.
You gotta teach her all that
Okay.
for you. She
Right.
doesn't care.
Right.
She can chew on anything.
Oh my gosh, there's so much information.
I know. I'll send you a list.
Yeah. No, it's good.
So that's regarding the confinement area.
So the confinement area.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're up to she should be comfortable.
Oh yeah.
Peeing and pooping in front of you. Okay.
Once she's fully comfortable with that,
Yeah.
you can start picking her up. Just don't yell, don't get mad. But if you see she's having an accident or she's peeing, just pick her up so you interrupt the pee or the poop, and then you take her outside. And if you do it at the right time, she might finish outside, and then you can reward, which would be great because it's a very clear message. Like it's not that I don't want you to pee, it's I don't want you to be here, but I want you to be here.
Right.
Sometimes it might be too late, so she already did everything, but still take her outside if she doesn't pee. It doesn't matter, but just as you interrupted her and you're kind of telling her this is not okay.
Okay.
But don't get mad, because if you get mad, she's gonna learn again not to be in front of you. She's gonna get scared.
Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Or don't do this thing with the newspaper, because
People
she's gonna
hit their dogs.
No, they hit the floor just to scare them, and they're not cruel or anything, but they
Right.
just learn that if they do that, they will learn not to do it. And sometimes it works, but you can get into trouble because they might get scared of you doing that, and then they won't be in front of you.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
So try to be to get as much consistency as you can with that.
Okay.
And also try to get all the relieving, like the peeing or the pooping, outside, and reward. Every time reward with either affection or a toy or a treat.
How often do you take her outside?
This is where I'm going now.
Okay.
By doing this, try to observe as much as you can. When is she gonna go? And they're pretty predictable. There's variations. Every puppy is different, but usually they tend to pee or poop after like a nap.
Right.
Especially if they drank water before.
Okay.
After a lot of play, or if you start doing obedience and interact with her, she might need to go right after. Of course, the poop is after they eat. Sometimes some dogs, they just take 15 minutes after. Some dogs can take an hour.
Right.
So kind of observe.
Do they have to be cleaned after they poop?
No.
No. Okay.
I mean, they have no. They have
used
to be.
like babies.
Yeah, no. They need to be groomed every couple of months. You can go to Wash and Go. They're great. Because these dogs, they will grow their hair like afro.
Right, like I see her hair is growing into her
Yeah.
eyes.
And then eventually they won't see.
Right, so is
And
it
they-
blocking her eyes now?
No, she's fine now. She'll be fine now, but every now and
This is
then.
pretty long, right?
Oh, it gets much longer than that. But you can take her to grooming, and ask the groomer.
Okay.
Rod, he's really good and he knows his job. So you
Okay.
ask him how often should I groom her?
Okay.
Grooming is not only for aesthetics; it's also health. If they get
So-
mudded, they can get skin problems.
So we bought a brush to brush her.
Yeah,
So,
definitely you can.
sorry, I'm going off topic for a second. Just want to understand. So when they eliminate their waste, when they poop, there's nothing left. Like, what if she goes and sits on my bed after? I think.
I mean,
all I know is about humans. So.
Usually they're fine. Sometimes if you don't groom them, they can get stuck.
Okay.
And then it can get dirty. But usually it's not the case. But just
it's different than humans.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need baby wipes.
Right.
No. You don't need to do that.
Can you tell I never had a pet? I've never been around dogs either.
That's fine. You do.
Okay.
Those are really smart questions.
Okay.
You never had a dog, but you won't see people cleaning their.
I know, I never did. That's why it was weird. I was wondering how come.
No, but sometimes.
Because I don't want her sitting on my bed and getting poop on my bed.
But sometimes it can happen.
Okay, fine.
So watch for that.
Tired?
Because
Yeah?
yeah, this is gonna be a lot of information. So
No, because I was telling her before, you're gonna be tired when we get this puppy.
Oh yeah, yeah, but it's gonna be a lot of fun too.
Yeah.
She's super cute. Huh,
She
Chloe?
started an Instagram page for her.
Oh, nice. Good for you. So yeah, just know that it can
Okay,
happen.
sorry I went off topic. Yeah.
So I kind of lost track.
Okay, I'll bring you back. Wait, you were saying about taking her outside. Oh, we were talking about grooming.